I said that, walking like 1 foot and then tons of people asking me for pictures. I think it's the first time where I ever came into that level of people asking me for photos all at once. And it was a lot. So I did have an anxiety attack and, went to the bathroom and stuff. There was a blog who took my mental health issue and posted it, pretty much laughing and making fun of it. And I don't know how someone actually has the audacity of heart to make fun of people's downfalls or their sorrow or their mental health issues, to laugh on that, to make fun of that. It doesn't matter of what level of, celebrity who you are, or if you're not on television, if you're on television, if you're an artist or whatever, nobody has a right to make fun of you for having a breakdown or having these type of issues in your life. Like, does it make you feel better to laugh, to joke on that, to joke on someone's, mental health issues that they do deal with, depression, anxiety? I've dealt with this all my life since I was a little kid. And that's funny to you, to make fun of that, to make jokes on that, to laugh on that, and I don't think it's cool. I don't, like, what do you get out of that? Clicks? Like?
Life is hard. We know this. We know that life is hard. And we know that life comes with hiccups, headaches, mistakes, comes with, backlash. It comes with criticism, comes with positive. It comes with so many things, right? But at the same time in life, we make choices. We make choices about what we want to do with ourselves in this life. And we make choices whether or not we want to be in some form of a spotlight, or if we rather be, behind closed doors or whatever, right? And this is the thing that I find quite interesting. Nikki has been in the spotlight for many, many, many years, or at least the spotlight that she thinks she's in anyway. And also on top of that, over those years, she's done a lot of cruel things to other people. Now, obviously, I don't have those facts, but we definitely know the fact that she did lie to Justin originally about her gender. And also on top of that, she also admitted that back then she even lied to several other people too. So, here's the thing. If you live a life where you are generally cruel to people, the thing is, it's going to catch up with you at some point. It's truly going to catch up with you at some point. Now, here's the thing. I don't agree with people, obviously, making fun of people or laughing at people or doing anything that's a form of bullying. But one thing that I do know is sometimes when it comes to these people who do these things, they usually do it because there's a reason. Now, the reason they do it for is never a good enough reason at all. But it's a reason that the person who's being victimized can look at and be like, okay, maybe I can improve this area and maybe people can, not treat me this way. Because here's the thing. I know people who are on YouTube like myself, who create content, on whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok, and I even know people that actually even made it on TV as well, people that I went to school with, right? And out of all the people that I know, none of them have ever come out to say, hey, whether it's been privately or whether it's in the public, they've never quite stated, hey, I get this abuse. Hey, people are bullying me. Hey, people are always making fun of me. And the reason why is because, see, they don't receive this type of energy towards them. But why don't they receive this? It's because, see, people that I've known over the years and still know now, including myself, you see, when we do what we do, we don't do it in a way where we project energy so people can hate us. We don't do it in a way where we can project energy so people can then feel like they want to bully us. You see what I'm saying? Like I said before, it doesn't matter the reason that somebody has to bully. It's never good. It's never good enough reason. But like I said before, if you are in a position where you don't like that, you have to look at yourself and say, okay, maybe if I change certain things about myself, maybe some people will stop bullying me. Obviously, people who don't like you will never change their mind 100%, but you can maybe minimize it to a certain degree. But you see, instead of doing that, we have people like Nikki, who go on TV, whatever, and they just can't handle it. And then instead of like maybe trying to look at themselves and maybe change their character, they'd rather sit there and literally moan and complain about how everybody is treating them in a certain type of way. And you know what? It's just boring. It's absolutely boring. What do you get out of always complaining about that person did this to me, that person did this to me? Why not just look at yourself and be like, you know what, maybe I've done something for these people to feel like they should do this to me. Whatever that is, let me figure it out and let me use it to my advantage to better myself. Because those people are never going to change themselves. Well, at least what I can do is better myself, and then new people that see me at some point won't have the same opinion as the people who already have the opinion of me in a negative way. You see what I'm saying? But hey, accountability is a very big thing in life, but sadly, accountability is something that a lot of people ignore in life.
Takes a bunch of wolves to attack the lamb. There's so many evil people in this world. I just can't. It's really, really pathetic
and you're one of those people, allegedly.
Sad that people actually have to go out of their way to laugh on someone's, struggles and what they deal with in life. I don't think that is anything to make fun of. And
And some people go out of the way to lie about who they are just so a straight man can want them. How about that? Hypocritical. Like, take your accountability.
That's just one thing I had to say. You know, trans, LGBTQIA plus people, many people in this world deal with mental health issues. That's why I am an advocate for things like this and suicide prevention and stuff like that. I have had my struggles all my life. I know another fellow cast member, Cleo, had a struggle the other night too. And, you know, I don't think that people do this for attention. I think that sometimes it's a cry for help, you know, and I don't think anyone should be making fun of anybody. No one is perfect in this world. Do you hear me? No one is perfect in this world.
But then you get some people in this world who, do you hear me? Who try and bring out this persona as if they are perfect, as if they are better than everybody else. And the way she wanted to use Cleo as well to clarify her own point. And you know what though, like I actually don't like this thing anymore where people are like, well, trans people do this, trans people do that. Listen, everybody in this world goes through depression. Everybody in this world may know somebody or may go through a suicidal period of time. Everybody goes through the same freaking struggles. It's just that we get them. It's just that we are victimized in different ways, but we all go for the same thing. There is no such thing as, oh, trans people do this. No, everybody gets it. Stop isolating yourself. Like, isolating as if you're the only people that get these things done. I could sit and be like, you know what, listen, man, as a black person, like, this has never been easy for me. This has never been hard for me, you know, like, oh, you know, this is always happening. Like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. That's just so freaking tired and boring, man. Because one thing that I do understand is this, is that no matter what struggles that I may go through as a person of color, it doesn't mean that other people don't go through it who are a different complexion to me. They may not go through the same necessarily struggle that I go to, give or take, but it doesn't mean that they don't go through a struggle that at least the struggle may be the same, but the feeling is the same. You see what I'm saying? Okay? If I go through a certain struggle because people don't like me for my skin tone or whatever, it's gonna make me feel some type of way. But if I'm dealing with somebody that is Caucasian or whatever, right? They may be treating something completely different to me, but it doesn't mean they're not gonna feel the same pain as me. Do you see what I'm saying? So we have to stop this whole thing, man. Like, oh, trans this, trans that. Jesus.
So I don't think that, you know, you should be like that. It's really, really upsetting to me. And I just had to speak on this, you know, for anyone struggling with, you know, mental health and stuff like that. But I guess without my haters, I wouldn't be who I am today. So thank you, because you're keeping me relevant and on your fingertips and on your tongue. So keep talking, making me more relevant. I appreciate that. I love you guys. So I know I see so many supporters, and I saw so many of you guys at the Madonna concert. I saw many of you, and it was really nice to see everybody. A lot of people are asking me. I get a lot of messages every day about that Igor is not the one for me, and they hope I leave him, and blah blah blah. You guys are gonna have to wait to the very end, and you'll see how it all turned out. Yes, I know. That's why I'm going to be an advocate for everyone who struggles with depression, because I have struggled with that all my life, and I will be a voice for you guys. I promise.
Well, I lie to you, man. Like, if I was looking for an advocate to help me through depression or whatnot, I wouldn't be going to Nikki for sure. That is shut of a dad. Character doesn't give me vibes of somebody that could help me. Not at all. A character gives me vibes of somebody that's probably going to make me worse. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to give me like fake recovery, shall I say. I say that because there's no way Nikki can sit there and tell me that, you know, she's in a place where she can give people advice. It's evident that she's probably still going through madness and stuff. That's why she's out here complaining right now.
See that? You hope I don't go for a threesome. Listen, I have tried many things when I was younger. I think that, you know, when you're younger, you try many things in life, and you see if you like it or if you don't like it or whatever. And I was very experimental, and I wanted to try different things. You know, people can look down upon me about Paris and 3 guys that I hooked up with. They were super hot, by the way, gorgeous, and they had hot bodies.
She talks about how, you know, nobody's perfect, but yet whenever she talks about her life, she always has to display in a perfect way. The point that I made before. You know, how can you be an advocate for other people when you're talking, you just talk madness? Like, why is it relevant that they were hot guys? Just get to your story. Like, but she has to always make it clear Yeah, men want me. Hot men have always wanted me because I'm just perfect. I'm just so Barbie. I'm just so this and that. Nobody cares about what man has ever wanted you. Nobody cares what they look like. Really, we don't care. Just get down to the story, like.
And they were well endowed, and I was enamored, and they were all into me, and they knew that I was trans, they knew that I had a sex change and everything like that, and they were down for it. However, two of the guys were only able to play, and the third guy was he had ED a little bit, so it was just me and two guys messing around. It was fun. It was just a moment in life that I wanted to try, and it was just, yeah. But the third guy was just, he was being a C blocker. And he just was kind of over it. So he's like, come on guys, I want to get out of here. And I was just like, stop, like, chill. But anyway, that was when I was in my 20s. So when he came out of the woodwork, and you know, like a lot of things that he said, I was just like, why didn't you say this earlier to me? Like, you're coming out with this on like while we're filming. There's just so many things that he said that I was just like, whoa. Whoa, somebody just asked me if I have a penis. No, I have a PUSSY since I was 19 years old. First time he came, and he was being lazy, he didn't want to help me and whatever. The thing is, he made amends for this fight. Yes, however, I did not tell him the truth about me, and that was wrong. Very, very, very wrong. I should have been honest with him. But when he was being difficult and he was being nasty and disrespectful to me, he was like, you stupid bitch, you stupid bitch. Like, fuck you. I was like, and that's when I said, oh, I'm a stupid bitch. I'm a stupid bitch. Okay. And then that's when I said, I was like, well, how can I be a bitch when I was born a boy? And that's when he was like, ugh. So yeah. But anyway, that's the past. That's just like how I said it. And I was like, honestly, like, if somebody's gonna be disrespectful and say things like that to me and talk to me that way and put me down, well, surprise.
Why did you tell the story as if it's a good thing? Surprise! That's not a good surprise. There's a big difference between him calling you the B word to you telling him that you're actually a boy. Because what you've done is traumatized him. What he did didn't traumatize you. I mean, it could have. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it can't. It could have, 100%. But these are not two of the same insults. Those are not two of the same freaking insults. But it's okay though. Nikki will will talk about it so casually as if, you know, she's a good egg, as if she's done nothing wrong. Not a freaking thing.
I'm gonna let you have it. So he was not ready for that one. It doesn't matter how I said him. It matters on how he came out and how people judge me on that and stuff like that. You know, and when I got my sex change at 19, the doctor, he himself, he told me, you don't have to say anything. This is your body. You live your life, and this is your woman now. So I was like, okay, and I spoke with many sex change girlfriends of mine. I said, how do you do things? Like, do you tell your lover? She goes, no. She goes, I don't tell him anything. Like, this is like your life. You have a new life now. You're reborn. So in the past, like, that was the life that I lived. Like, I didn't say anything. It's because that's how I was raised to live my life. And going down in line during the years, I've changed my thoughts and I changed my views and how you should be because of many trans women getting murdered and, getting attacked and getting, killed. So now when I'm going to be serious with someone, like, I mean serious as in a relationship, then I'm honest, and I tell them the truth.
So basically, you will lie to every single guy who you're just sleeping with, but you only tell the guy that you want to be with the truth. But don't you sleep with the guy first before you actually end up knowing that you're going to be with him? So basically, you always lie no matter what. But hey, Nikki would just say, I'm just twisting the words. But that's what I heard right there. Unless you want to get in a relationship with the guy, you're lying. So the guys in Paris definitely didn't know. The third guy that was being the C block probably knew. He was like, damn, I'm out of here.
So, how did I feel when Nikki was talking to his friend? Well, Yvonne is a sweetheart. I think, it's funny. It's like, he could sit there and he could be like, oh, she's giving me manly vibes. And, it's too much for him. But he knew who I was from the very beginning, from a year and a half before filming. He knew who I was 15 years ago before that. So, like, he knew the type of person I was. But you want me to be in my feminine energy, well, then pay the bill. Like, get a job, get a job that pays good money, support yourself. You have me supporting you and I'm helping you because I love you. I was expecting, oh, I'm buying your love. No, I was there because I was supporting you as a lover would, as a, as your partner. But then you sit there and you're telling me that I'm trying to control things. Well, but how are you trying to control things when I'm literally paying for everything? I'm basically the man and the woman in the fucking relationship. Be the man in the relationship. Go pay for things. Take me shopping. Take me fucking to dinner. Take me to lunch. Take me to breakfast. So, I don't know. But that is his view. And I was just appalled when I watched back the playback, and I couldn't believe he said all these things. I was like, what? I was like, wow. And then for him to say, I do nothing. I've done nothing. You know, I didn't really want to embarrass him and post all the Western Union receipts every single couple weeks to a month. But I'm not petty like that. It's nobody's business. But it's just, I couldn't believe the audacity that he had to do all that to me. Anyway, somebody said to me, oh, you traumatized him. This is why it didn't work out with his past relationships. I traumatized him, and that's why it didn't work? Or is it because he's just an asshole?
You know, if he's an a-hole, then why do you want to be with him? That's what I want to know. Why do you want to be with him if he's an a-hole? Make that make sense.
I'm the cause of everything. His father's a very handsome man. Why is he single? Do you think maybe he learned traits from his dad? Huh? Come on, people. Do you think maybe he got some bad traits from his dad? I just don't understand how he was single. 36 years old when we started talking. Again, I just don't understand why he was single. He's a good-looking guy.
Well, that is that with that one. I mean, listen, he's probably single because he probably can't move on for some bizarre reason, right? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, when it comes to Nikki, all I know is this. She says a whole lot of things, but that's saying a whole lot of not anything, to be honest with you, for the most part. I just feel like Nikki just likes to hear the sound of her own voice. And that's just the grand scheme of it, you know, because there's no way you can chat this amount of BS and actually believe it. You cannot be this delusional. How do you speak mostly negative about a guy, but then you still insist that this guy is but you still insist that you're made for each other? You see what I'm saying? Like, usually you're meant to have positive things about somebody of why you are going to be with them, rather than have negative things about why you are going to be with them. But you can't make sense out of BS. Nonetheless, though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below. We'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.